you hear me? Yes, you can.
Of course.
Oh my God, I'm quiet. If I talk quiet, it's so quiet. Sorry.
If you talk quiet, you are quiet, JoJo.
I am not quiet.
No, but
I actually oddly kind of am.
Quiet?
Like, I can be really loud or I can be so chill.
Yes, when it's just you and me. Hi, welcome to Rachel Uncensored, the only place on the internet you can find an uncensored version of me. I'm here with one of my best friends, JoJo Siwa. Say hello.
And as of now, the only place you can find an uncensored version of me.
Say fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, whenever it's just you and me at your house, it's the chillest thing.
That's gonna be a TikTok sound.
Oh, so is that.
Yeah, he wanted to join.
Yeah, my girlfriend Abby is playing with JoJo's dogs in the corner. You might hear a bark. It's fine. Yeah, it's going to be a TikTok sound
For sure.
Mm-hmm. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
you were gonna say anytime I'm at JoJo's house.
Oh, every time at your house when it's just you and me, it's chill.
Yeah,
but
I'm calm. Believe it or not,
I am calm, you guys.
I swear. No, but really, like when it's just me, like I'm so content just being like, mad chill.
Oh yeah, and you're someone that is very fine being alone.
Yeah.
You
like
kind of thrive on it.
So chilling. My mom all the time will be like, hey, like we're gonna go to the store. Like, do you want to come with us? And every time, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Why? I don't want to leave you alone, honey. I'm okay. I swear.
You want to be alone.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm great.
Yeah. You're an introvert, which is weird.
Yeah.
You recharge being by yourself.
Yep. But then when I'm like an extrovert, I'm like the most extreme and like the like.
Oh yeah, when you go out, you're performing.
Yeah.
Every time you leave the house, you have to perform.
Every second.
All right. Well,
that's what I love doing.
If you don't know JoJo, she's very mature for her age. And we were talking about this when I walked in. We were talking about relationships and business-wise, human-wise. You're very mature. Very
just I've kind of always been like far beyond, even like just in school, like very. When I was in kindergarten, I was at a 3rd grade level. Like I graduated when I was 15. Like,
yeah, I was
I've been
saying, didn't you graduate high
working
school
since I was
early?
9. Yeah. Like I've just been very far ahead. I say I'm 10 years ahead. When I was 9, I was getting my first job, which some people do at 19. You know what I mean? And so just very far ahead, but not in relationships.
He's a newbie.
I'm a newbie. And like, it's because I never had junior high. I've never gone to prom, gone to homecoming. Like, my mom was saying to me, she was like, if you would have gone to homecoming, you would have had 8 dates with 8 different people.
Yeah.
She's like, you've had 2 girlfriends. Like, you're so beginner in Loveland. Like, you have to go a little bit easy on yourself because I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah. Well, you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, very much so.
And a little bit of control issues.
I honestly...
I have control issues.
I mean, I think everybody in their own way has a little bit of control issues. You know, I think, of course, everyone wants to have control of their own life.
Yeah.
That's my problem is I want complete control over my life because I feel like everybody should. But in the reality of the world is I'm never going to have complete control of my life. I don't want to control your life. I don't want to control Avery's life. I don't want to control my mom's. But... mine I do, but there's so many pieces that go into my life that I can't control.
Yeah, because you have people in your life.
I have people in my life. I have the world watching my life. I have business behind my life. My career is my life. And so I have the reality of my career that affects the reality of my day-to-day life. Like some people go to Subway and work and then they go home at night and they never think about their job again until the next morning when they go out 9 a.m.
Yeah.
My work never ends. It's a blessing and it's the best fucking job ever, but it never ends.
Yeah, like this is your time off right now and I came over and recorded a podcast for work.
Yeah, she didn't want to hang out with me to be friends. She wanted to record a podcast with me.
Yeah.
Hi!
Oh, Buddy is here. Hello, Buddy.
He's just going to come and slowly sit.
But also, since you weren't
Star, it's not going to happen, girl.
She thinks it is. But since you didn't go to like public high school and stuff, you didn't also get to witness relationships of people your own age.
Exactly. And like
I was your friend.
You were my friend. And that's the thing. Starzy, girl. It's not. Look at here. You want this pillow? Do you want this? Go get it. Distracted her for a second.
It worked.
No, that's exactly right. And like I was surrounded by you and your sister.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I watched your sister in Stockland, for example. I watched their love story come to be. And that's like, I'm watching a 30-year-old fall in love. And it's much different than a 19-year-old fall in love.
Oh, it's very different.
Very different.
Yeah. With each relationship, you learn
Boy.
something else about yourself and about how other people work.
Boy.
Oh. Okay. Usually I don't have many boys on this podcast, but Buddy is fine.
He
can
is
be
gay.
Here. He is.
Not to out my dog, but have you seen his collars? He's got 2
I just thought he was an ally. Ally.
Ally. You could be an ally or you could be a little fruity.
All right. I asked the internet questions and then I just open up my phone and it's a picture of me and it's really pretty.
How beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're stunning.
Okay. Random questions. Is your concert tour gonna be anything like Fletcher's?
Anything like Fletcher's?
That was the question.
Word. I hope it's half as fun as Fletcher's. Oh my gosh, her concert was amazing and a blast.
I had a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I loved her singing a cover of a Britney Spears song. I do think I'm gonna steal that.
Please!
And maybe sing a Britney moment.
That's gonna be my favorite song. No offense.
Yeah. Get out of here. You haven't even heard my new music.
I know I want to. I just read her board of all of the titles of the songs.
Yeah.
And every time I read one, she goes, "Oh, you're gonna love that one."
Yeah, you're gonna love that one. There's a few that
What is the vibe of it?
It is very much so what I've always wanted to be. And I think people, how much I love like Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga. And like I'm very particular on I want my music to be danceable, but not like a
Kid dance.
like a dance song. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah,
it just is creative. It's very creative. It's a little dark. It's a little deep, but it is like
It's dark?
I mean, the meanings are.
Oh, okay.
The meanings of the songs and like when you really listen to some of the words. Oh my gosh, there's this one too that you'll love, I think.
I have to listen to one before I leave.
You can listen to one before you leave.
Okay,
I can
cool.
give you like 10-second snippets of like 4 if you want.
Oh, I want 4 minutes snippets of all of them.
Okay, great. We can give you that. Well, whatever we have time for, I'll give you. We
Okay,
can just
cool.
go in the car and jam. I love doing it. It's very much just like pop. I call it gay pop.
Okay.
And it's everything that I've always wanted it to be. And it's turning out, in the beginning, I'll be honest, I was terrified. And I got the first feedback and I was like, I hate it. I can't do it. I was like, this is not what I want. This is wrong. This is awful. And now I'm like, whoa, it's happening. Like, it's perfect. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I can't figure out what I want to put out first. Like,
because you have to like release them like one at a time. I forgot about
Yeah,
that. Or you can Beyonce it and just drop the whole album.
the whole thing. Yeah, the release is still up in the air, what we're going to do for sure. But it's going to be very well thought out.
I know that there's some artists where they're like the albums or whatever. What's it called? Who owns your music?
The record label.
The record label says you have to make TikTok dances to the song. Do you have to do that?
I don't, but I'm going to.
Well, yeah, you're going
and
to.
I actually thought about this the other day. Like, I want to be at a concert and I want people to be able to know the whole song. And I think a thing on TikTok is 5 seconds of the song.
Yes.
And like what I love about Megan's song right now, Made You Look, is it's the whole chorus is the famous part on TikTok.
Yeah.
And now you're going to go to her concert. That song's going to happen 4 times, or that chorus is going to happen 4 times in that song, and everyone's going to know it. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
That's what I want for my music. I don't want as love Taylor Swift. Absolutely love her. But the only thing that I know is it's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah.
If I went to her concert, that's the only thing I would know.
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
You know what I mean? And of course, I'm not I'm not her number one fan. But I think she's awesome.
But
and
that's
I
what you
love
hear
her.
on TikTok. And
But that's what I keep hearing.
But you want other people to hear on TikTok about your song is all of it.
Is a lot of it. Yeah,
Yes.
That's my goal. Will it happen? I don't know. I guess I know Bejeweled too. I love Bejeweled. Cause I'm stuck in the room and I'm bejeweled and
I know the tune.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, I love that
That's
one.
my issue. Every time I go to a festival or concert, I know that of a song. I go,
Right.
I know this one.
But you know the TikTok part.
Yeah, and that's
And
it.
so like I really want to make sure that TikTok part is like the TikTok part.
Okay.
Because it matters. It does matter so much today.
Yes. It
Million
has to
percent.
be viral on TikTok, basically.
Yeah.
I know nothing about recording albums.
Okay.
It's like the one thing I don't know. I kind of know how everything else in the world works. Like, do you write the music or the songs? What happens?
So, yeah, a lot of it I write. I wrote a lot actually with Megan Trainor, which was freaking
Really?
awesome. Yeah, we wrote the one that you were like, oh, what's that? And then I kind of started like doing it a little bit. The one that's like the numbers.
Yeah.
She wrote that one with me. She wrote a lot of your favorites will be ones that Megan wrote.
I
with me.
love her as a musical
She's
artist. I think she's phenomenal.
So freaking awesome. And she's even better of a human. She's
Really? I love that.
She is like literally older sister to me. She's like, you and Colleen I'm closer to as friends, older
Yeah.
sister, but she's like mentor, older sister.
Well, yeah,
vibes.
she's like in the industry
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's like
Aw.
that same sort of feeling.
Okay, so you guys like write the lyrics and the tune?
So we normally we all like will get together. Like for that squad, there's 2 writers, and then a guy named Paul has like his whole like producer team. And then it's me and the 2 writers, and we just kind of like it. Normally, I'll start with like my idea, or they'll pitch an idea and be like, "How can we relate this to you in a way?" Because I always want to be singing about something that's real to me,
Yeah.
something that makes sense somehow in my life, even if it's not about me. Say I'm writing it, and I'm like, I feel like this is something that like Rachel would sing about Abby. You know what I mean? It's like I have to be able to relate it to something for it to feel right.
Yeah.
So we'll do that, or I'll come up with the idea and be like, "Here you go." That one really confusing one that I had to explain. I've had that title in my head since I was 14. And I've waited and waited and waited to give it to just the right person. And I have this girl who's incredible, who I just give her a title and she runs.
Yeah.
And I gave it to her, and I was like, "Holy shit, girl, like you did this."
And
like,
you had to
made
explain
this.
to her what that title was.
Mm-hmm.
Very confusing.
But she's
once
the
you
only
explain
person
it,
that's quirky enough like me to like understand, like, oh, I get that this is the vision behind it. Like I didn't even really have to deep dive into it.
so when you don't record that song just like once, you like go back and like redo stuff.
Yeah, so it depends on the song. Sometimes I do one day on a song and it's done.
Okay.
Other times I'll do a day and then we'll listen back and be like, we can make this better, or we need to add this to it, or let's double this, or let's change this. Sometimes I record it and it's like, that was a shit day, we need to go back.
Okay.
Some of them, one song I recorded 6 different versions of. And it's not even one of my favorite sons. We just kept re-recording it to make it
it's not your
better.
favorite because you don't like it. Like
Well,
it's just like you
no,
didn't like the recording, so you had to keep redoing it.
No, at a time it was my favorite. There's just been like better since then, I think.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I love it for me too. It's so good. It makes me so happy.
When does the album come out? When does the
That's
song
a
come out?
great question. I wish I knew. The original date was July
Of
this
year?
year. So
Yes.
July, like 4 months ago. I came off of tour in March, and we were like, we're releasing in July. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then July came, and we were like, not happening.
It takes a long time.
Well, and what happened was I got home from tour, and I had sessions scheduled for like 3 days later, because they were like, "You're gonna want to break," and I was like, "No, I'll be fine. Like, let's go right into it. I want to push this
no,
out."
you need to break.
And I got home from tour, and I was hit by a bus. Like I literally was like, "Whoa, I need a break," and I didn't even realize like how much I needed.
Tour
it.
is hard.
So hard.
People don't
So
realize
hard.
that. And you know, a lot of people record new albums while still on tour for their old
insane.
ones. I don't know how they do that.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like, no wonder they all burn out and like get sick and have strep throat and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember I got my my vaccine, my booster while I was on tour, and I literally like I got it, and I was sometimes the booster or the vaccine will like put you on your ass for a couple days.
Oh yeah, it always takes us out.
I was down for a week.
From that booster?
It was so bad. I'll never forget it. I literally got the booster and I was like, fine. It was like a day off and we had a double day off. So like we were like, let's get it on the first day off. So that way like we're good and we'll have like a day to recover. Next day was a show day and I woke up and was like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. Dead ass. It's 10 minutes before the show. I've been crying all day. I'm so like I can't move. It wasn't like I was like stuffy, had a cough. It was like,
no, your body aches.
I literally was like, couldn't see out of my eyes. My throat was closed. My arms were cold and like shaky, and
it's
you
like
couldn't touch me because I was so sensitive. It was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Crying on the floor 10 minutes before the stage. I'm backstage 30 minutes before my show.
This is a great ad for vaccines. Get your booster today.
Yeah, I'm really, really promoting how great these things are right now. They are. They do so much good for the world. But it whooped me on my ass. Anyways, I'm laying there. It's 10 minutes before the show. I'm backstage at least 30 minutes before my show every time.
Yeah,
I have
you're
all these,
set and ready.
I have my rituals. I have to check my thing. I have to do. I have a handshake with every crew member. It's like a whole ass process. I do 3 dances while I'm backstage. Like, say a prayer. We check the audience. We make it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
10 minutes before I'm on stage, I'm still in my dressing room, sobbing my eyes out, laying on the floor. And my mom comes up to me. She's like, JoJo, honey, like, we're going to cancel the show. Like, you cannot go on stage right now. Like, you don't feel good. Like, it's okay. We can reschedule. And I literally was like, no, it's not. And I dead ass stood up and grabbed my phone. And my mom was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm running my Dancing with the Stars dance. Pressed play on my Argentine tango for Dancing with the Stars. Ran it by myself. Jenna's nowhere to be seen. And I was like, let's fucking go. I'm ready. And I went backstage and my whole crew was like, you sure you're okay? okay? Like, are you
everyone's
sure?
stressed.
And I was like, I'm fine. Stop babying me. I go out and I'm squatting, like getting ready to like go up on my toaster, right? Like in the beginning, it's just an
you start with a massive jump.
yeah, just and I'm like right there, and I'm looking at my stage manager, and I'm like, here we go, buddy. And normally I'm like pumped up. I'm like telling him what the city we're in.
You're getting other people pumped up.
And I fucking hit my beginning pose, and I didn't feel anything for an hour and a half.
You kind of go into a different world.
Came off stage, and I literally, Ezra had to carry me back to the dressing room. I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. I was crying. But you would have never have known.
No, you got through it.
Never would have known on stage.
You're a professional. You're a performer.
I love it. I can't help it. It's like in my blood.
You and Colleen. There was a show where she passed out and then went back on stage.
Yep.
She was just like, hey, Rachel, come here. And then I went on stage. I was like, what is happening? And she's like, your turn. And I was like, okay, everybody. I'm standing on stage. There's like 3,000 people looking at me. I'm like, this isn't part of it. I look over. Colleen is down on in the wings. And I was like, well, my sister's dead. So I'm going to just keep entertaining these people.
Knock, who's there?
Yeah, I did. Who does the best Miranda impression? I was pulling shit out of my ass. And then I look over 10 minutes later.
That's also a good job too. That's not fucking easy to think. My brother couldn't do that.
She's trained me well.
Yeah, she has.
And then I look back over 10 minutes later and she goes, and I'm like, and Colleen's back. And then she came on and finished the show.
It's what you do.
I have no idea what happened.
That's what I tell my girl group now too, is I'm like, sometimes you just have to put your big girl panties on and fake it. Like,
fake it
we
till you
did
make
this
it
shoot
always.
here, and it was freezing, and they were cold, and they were all sick, and like it was an awful shoot, and they're all just standing outside so cold, and I was like, you guys, I know it sucks, and like they're like my precious little angel babies, and I was like, it sucks. We have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, let's fight through this 10 minutes. Let's get through it. Put your big girl panties on, and let's finish strong. And then immediately they're like, yeah, let's do it. Like, you know how they are. And so
they'll do anything you say.
Yeah, and they just want to be happy, and they want to do good.
Little cuties. Someone asked if you regret cutting your hair. I don't think that's a thing.
I don't. I'm very much so enjoying growing it back. It took me a long time to like it. And
when you first cut it?
When I first cut it.
I thought you liked it off the bat.
I did. There was a few people in my life that didn't really like it. And
I remember that.
It was really hard for me to like try and like it around them because I knew they didn't like it. But I eventually got through that and got over that. And now I freaking love it. It's so fun. It's fun to style. I love the length that it's at right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you like this length that you're at better than when you first cut it?
I like the back length. I would cut the top a little bit right now, but I really like the back.
Okay. I'm into it.
I don't know. I'm chilling. I feel like when I release my music, I'm going to want to cut it back to how it was.
Oh, you're going to have short hair for your music.
It's kind of like the feeling. It's like, because by the time the music would come out, it's going to grow even more.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't want, like, a little, like, bob when it comes out. You know what I mean?
I'm
like,
still having trouble picturing, like, what the theme of, like, what is your, because, like, I just know that your dream tour with candy canes and lollipops and sports glittery costumes. That's not the vibe, right?
Well, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's definitely not the vibe, but I will never, ever, ever be able to go put on a bland thing.
I know that. I know that.
It's going to be like, it's going to be baby JoJo at 20. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know what it looks like.
Because, like, Lady Gaga doesn't put on anything bland, ever.
Nothing bland ever.
Yes.
It's like the other day when I put on that Elton John costume to go to the thing. Did you see it?
Yes.
My orange costume?
The world saw it.
The world kind of, yeah. It was a pretty
You had horns.
I had horns. It was amazing. I had horns.
It.
I had wings. I had sparkles. I had fire. It was great. But I was like, this makes me feel like I'm ready to go on tour right now. Like, I didn't feel like baby JoJo in it. I felt like badass in it.
Okay, so it's still going to be sparkles bling in your face, but it's not going to be like candy.
It's going to be like girls and gays and sparkles and rainbows, but not candy and not unicorn.
Okay.
It's going to be a star, not a heart. It's going to...
Are you going to put it on your face? You're going to put a star on your face?
No, I had too much fun doing just like fun makeup this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I have way too much fun getting like super creative, but like I've thought of like music videos for some of my songs.
Yeah.
And like one of my music video ideas that I had is like, oh, what song was this for? I can't think of what, maybe it was the one song that I'm thinking of. But like, I'll say this because it doesn't matter right now because I'm not saying the music. I'm just saying a creative idea that I had. So it's like, I'm not exposing anything. But like, I want to do this music video where like I have these like glitter claws on, like think Freddy Krueger, but like sparkle.
Okay.
And like there's a bunch of people, humans facing the back, and like it would probably be men because I would want you to like really see their backs.
Okay.
Or women, and everything would be obviously covered and proper. But I want to see a back, and like as I'm just in the air going like this with my glitter claws, you see them like getting spliced with glitter and like oozing glitter.
What?
I don't know.
I'm into it.
When I
it's
play
like
you the
it's
song,
dark but glittery at the same time.
and it's just like I want to do stuff that's like, oh, she went there. Oh,
Okay.
she did that.
I like
oh, that's the vibe. Is like I think people are a little afraid to be different right now.
Yeah.
And I've never ever shied away from being different.
No, you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anyone else thinks. I love that.
Wacko.
Oh man, I'm so intrigued by your album and the music. I'm
Me
intrigued
too.
by all of it. I think we all are.
Hear something. I'm so excited.
I know. I just like because the only thing I think the world has seen of you is the Dream Tour one.
Yeah.
So
And
which
don't get
was
me wrong.
amazing.
Thank you.
That was the best concert of my life.
Thank you. Don't get me wrong. I love that show with all my might. Literally, before I put this shirt on, I had my Dream the Tour hoodie on.
She's wearing an Avery and JoJo hoodie, just so everyone knows.
But before I put this on, I literally had my tour hoodie on. Like, I love that show. I think about that show. I'll run dances when I don't want to like run for cardio. I'll run my old
that's
show.
awesome.
Like if I'm singing on the treadmill, I'll sing Out of the Park, Worldwide Party, Time to Celebrate, to pass time. Like
I love a worldwide party.
it's great. It's a great moment. All the different languages. It's like I love that show, and that show was my heart. Sorry, new question.
I was sorry. I'm just preparing for when there is a lull.
Give us a lull. What's the?
No, I'm just
Oh.
so I have I'm being an interviewer.
You're good. You're a good interviewer.
Thank you. I try. Well, since there's a lull.
Awkward silence.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp Therapy Online. If you've noticed, life doesn't really come with a user manual. So when things come up that you've never dealt with before, you might not know the next steps to take or how to deal with the emotions you're having. And that's why there's therapy. Therapists are professionally trained people that help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and teach you productive coping skills to deal with the things that come along. Everyone deserves to feel their best, and BetterHelp has made it easier to get started. As the world's largest therapy service, they've matched millions of people with professional, licensed, and vetted therapists available 100% online. You just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist, and if things aren't clicking, which sometimes happens, you can easily switch to a new therapist at any time. It couldn't be simpler. Get unstuck with BetterHelp. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/RU. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RU. What's the one thing you wish more people would understand? Is there anything? You have the mic. I don't know. I don't know. I just have that. That's all they've said.
About me or about the world is what I'm trying to decide how I want to answer this.
About the world.
About the world, I like that better.
Okay.
I wish people would understand that people have different beliefs. And it's no secret that I'm in a little hot water with Candace Cameron Candace Cameron right now, CCB.
DJ Tanner.
That's
all I know her name as.
Yeah. It's no secret, but I think a lot of people, when I replied to her and made comments about her and have talked about her, have taken it as I don't like her beliefs. And that's not the case. I don't mind anybody in the world's religious beliefs.
As long as they don't cause hate.
Exactly. And I don't believe in pushing your religious beliefs on somebody.
Correct.
That's something that I'll never do. I'll never push somebody to do or say or be exactly how I feel, because that's not the position that they're in, or that's not the position that I'm in, you know? But like with the CCB situation is you're making a movie specifically to not have gays in it and to specifically show that gay marriage is not traditional and it's not the great American family and we don't support it. Yeah. That's what you're doing. You're not just being like, oh yeah, you can make a straight movie. That's totally fine. Like
there's a million.
There's a million, there's a billion. It's not fun, but like, but it's not okay to make a movie to purposely not.
Yes.
That's where it's a little fucked up. And so I think that that's something that I wish the world understood is everybody's a little different in a little different situation with a different past and a different future and a different presence. And it's okay if you have different beliefs. That's why the number one things you don't talk about at family dinners are politics, religion, and money.
Yeah. You don't. But yeah.
Talk about how good the turkey is.
Yeah. I always said, like, anyone can have any religion, whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have freedom of religion here. Just as long as it doesn't cause hate or negativity, it's not a bad thing.
Exactly.
I have no problem if someone is any religion as long as it's not
and not
limiting
trying
someone
to
else.
push it onto you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
that's where it's like,
correct.
do your thing. Live your life.
Yes.
Have the best time.
What's the best part of being gay? Someone wants to know.
The best part of being gay is the sarcasm pass.
You have to have a pass? You have to be gay to have a sarcasm pass?
No, but you can get away with a lot more sarcastic shit when you're gay.
I've just always been extremely fucking sarcastic.
And you've also been extremely fucking gay.
Touche, you little bitch. I didn't know I got a pass though once I came out.
Think about like a man versus a gay man.
Yeah, they're different. They're a different breed.
They're a different breed.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like we're on an inside I'm answering my own question.
Go for it.
I feel like we're in a little group.
It's like a little squad.
It's like a little squad.
And it's like,
we're cooler. We're like, are you in the same squad as me?
Yeah, we get it. Yeah,
it's like a little members only kind of shit. I love
it.
it.
It's like an exclusive gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I'm a part of something now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do agree with
that. That and the sex, but. Someone wants to know if you're going back to YouTube.
Back to YouTube.
Do you want to downgrade your paycheck? Go back to YouTube.
Get out of here. It's interesting because I never did YouTube for the money. I did it I genuinely loved it. And I'll be 100% honest about that because at a point in time, the money for YouTube was amazing.
Oh, it was.
Unreal. And then all of a sudden, it came tumbling down. It's for all creators, but for kids especially because they didn't want kids making money and then the parents taking it, which my family never did, but that does unfortunately happen to a lot of kids. And there was no kid vid laws like there are now that protect the kids. How there is in the Hollywood industry, they didn't have that yet for YouTube.
Yeah.
And so like I was very affected by that because I was a huge kids channel. And so I, for the last 2 years that I really strongly did YouTube, didn't really make a lot of money. And I didn't really do a lot of brand deals either because I had my own brand and I didn't want to promote, LOL surprise because I have my own doll and I don't want to compete. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to promote my competitor, so I couldn't take brand deals. So I really did it for the passion. Truthfully, I stopped because I just got so over busy. Like I wish I could go back in time and just have those days where I got to film and edit and upload and care about my content that went out there. But now if I did it, it wouldn't be good content. And
you have no time to do anything.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. And it sucks, but it's amazing at the same time.
I always said if I had a bagillion dollars, I would still want to post YouTube videos every once in a while just for the fun of it. Because it is fun.
So fun.
If you do something stupid with your friend or
it's amazing.
It can be a really, really good time.
Right. And my problem is like I could hire somebody to film and edit for me. Yeah. But then it's not me.
Your stuff, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you like to edit. I forgot about that.
I like to edit. I like to film. God, I used to upload 10 days a week on YouTube.
That's like currently what I'm doing.
It's
a lot.
Nuts. Yeah,
it's a lot.
Crazy.
I'm doing 9 to 10 a week now.
It's insane. Like that's not easy.
Too much. It's too much. But it's what it is. Someone asked, how do you deal with rejection when dating or trying to date? Then that led me to ask, have you ever been rejected?
Never been broken up with. And
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
Love it. I've never been broken up with and rejected.
I don't think
I've been rejected. I mean, I've never shot my shot and gotten shot down.
Like someone was like, no, thank you, I'm not interested.
Yeah, that's never happened. Ooh. No, it did happen when I was 13. I was 13,
son of a bitch.
had a crush on a boy, and I made it so obvious.
Of course it was a boy.
Know, of course it was a boy. He was cute. He was a Nickelodeon kid, thought he was really cool. He is really cool. But yeah, I would be like, want to play 2 truths and a lie? This is over text. And I'd be like, okay, 2 truths. Let's do 2 truths and a lie. And he'd be like, sure. He hated the ground I walked on. I'm sure. I was so annoying. But I would be like, I have a crush on you. I think you're hot. I have 27 cats. Which one's the lie? I would make it so obvious.
That's so embarrassing for you.
I know. No wonder he didn't like me.
Oh.
But then I wanted him to kiss me at my 13th birthday, and he didn't.
He didn't?
And like all the Dance Moms girls were like, we're going to talk to him and get him to kiss you. And it's like, I'm not down.
Well, I think it turned out okay.
I think I'm much happier now.
Yeah.
Much happier.
He's a boy.
He's a boy.
Yeah.
I like girl.
Oh, yeah, you like girl.
I like women.
You're good. That's, I think, all the thing. Oh, no, there was nothing else. Do you miss having Jaden at home? Jaden's her brother. He moved out.
Yes, but no, because
fuck him.
No, I'm so happy that he finally has his own space.
Yeah.
And he has his girl, and now he has a puppy, and he has a job. Like, I feel like we had we've had a perfect family. My parents have stayed together. My brother and I had a great relationship, but we did have a little bit of a fucked up family for a few years because my brother and dad lived in Nebraska, and I lived here with my mom. Yeah. And that was, like, I can't visualize my brother from when he was, like, I can't picture him from, like, 10 to 16.
Oh, yeah.
And it took me a long time to be like, why can't I picture him at these ages? And it's because I literally didn't know him.
Yeah.
So then we always say, like, from 16 to when he was now 22, like, we've made up all that time that we lost.
That's cute.
And so, like, that's why I feel like it was so nice for him to stay here for so long. But I'm so freaking happy for him that he's, like, got his life going now.
Yeah, he looks like he's thriving.
He's thriving, and it makes me so happy.
Good for you, Jaden.
We love Jaden.
Right. I think that's all the time we have for today. The dogs are barking.
The dog said thank you for coming. Guys, come here. Buddy, come here. Starzy.
Thanks for letting me crash your house.
Oh my gosh, anytime. Come over all the time.
Thanks for being uncensored with me. I love you.
I love being uncensored. It's so fun.
See you next time. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Rachel Uncensored, the only place on the internet where you can find the uncensored version of me, Rachel Ballinger. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, or follow, or do whatever this platform tells you to do so that you can get notified every time I post a new episode. Love ya!